Good morning, everybody.
Wow.
So today's day 79,
Sneaky.
and it was sponsored by Yahweh Yoga, aka Steph Martinez. Thank you so much. So it's morning here, and we're fixing to check out of our Kyoto hostel and head to our Hiroshima hostel. So we're having some breakfast, and I'm being very American and eating coffee and bread. Cody is being very Japanese and having yakisoba. Though it occurs to me, you're probably not supposed to have yakisoba for breakfast. You're probably supposed to have like miso and ramen or something. Soba. But whatever. It counts, right? It's an interesting smell combined with coffee. We're waiting to board our bullet train right now to Hiroshima. And I just noticed they are... Okay, first, all of these chairs were facing the other direction because the train originally was going to the right. Now the train's going to be going to the left, so they swiveled every single row to face the other direction. It was way smoother than it should have been, too. And now they took down every single little, or most of the headrest things, the white towel thingamajiggers, and now they're going down and wiping down every single armrest, cup holder, window, and door. I wonder if they do this between every single train, or if it's just like...
I think it's the end of the line.
End of the line, they start over? I would say otherwise that would take forever.
Yeah.
Still, it's kind of cool. Super thorough. Maybe. We made it to Hiroshima. So we checked into our hostel and we're on our way to the Peace Memorial Park. This is Peace Memorial Park, obviously in Hiroshima. This whole area is near the epicenter, not epicenter, hypocenter. Is that what it's called? Hypocenter? Of where the bomb landed. So all of this used to be city. And then afterwards, they were going to just rebuild everything, but apparently through financial difficulties and other problems, they couldn't do it, so they came up with this plan. I guess it's a lot cheaper, but at the same time it could stand as a commemoration, I guess, to honor the victims and I guess remind the world that peace is the better option, huh? This monument commemorates a young girl who died years after the bombing from leukemia, they believe was caused because of the radiation. And when she was in the hospital, she folded paper cranes. In Japan, it's said that if you fold 1,000 paper cranes, you get a wish. So she folded paper cranes, hoping for a cure. And I think they said she folded 1,300 paper cranes. About. And then she passed away. But after that, her classmates and a bunch of people got together, and I think they got donations from like 9 different countries or something like that to build this memorial for her and all children who were killed in the bombing and subsequently because of after effects and stuff like that. And people will come and actually donate, give paper cranes. So these are folded by, people in the city, and other people come and bring them, and they're put on display here. This is called the A-bomb dome, or at least that's its nickname. It was one of the few structures that was remained standing after the explosion, and apparently it was because the bomb exploded almost directly above it. So the force was coming from, downwards instead of sideways. And apparently there was quite a bit of debate about whether or not to leave it standing. Some people argued that it was a monument to the world to remind the world about, the destructive nature of, atomic bombs and such. And other people argued that it was, dangerous to begin with because it wasn't structurally sound, but also that it brought up painful memories. But it's since then been designated, I think, as a World Historical Site. And you can see some steel beams inside that have reinforced it, and they've put a lot of work into making sure it doesn't fall over, so it'll remain standing like this forever. Alright, well, that was a super sobering experience, you guys. If any of you come to Japan and you're able to come to Hiroshima, do it. It's a lot of fun. Not a lot of fun, but interesting and a good experience just for life in general. And I was telling Cody that just walking through this park is just so weird, because ever since I was a kid, I can't think of a word. I can just think of the word fascinating. I was fascinated, captivated. But whatever word means that, but in the negative term. I wasn't like excited or anything, I was just fascinated by it. Which way?
This way.
Okay. And ever since I was a kid, I think it was on a PBS thing or something, they did a documentary about the bombing, and both of them, Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Even as a child, I couldn't believe it. And some of the images are quite graphic and they're still burned into my brain. But I think it's one of those violent things that's actually not... It sounds weird, but I don't think it was actually a bad thing to have seen as a young kid. It really struck me and I guess formed who I was in the way, who I grew up to be. Anyway, so it was just weird walking around this park, knowing all the things that I know about it, what happened. So, anyway. Thank you, Steph, for sponsoring today.
And everybody else
who participated
in Yahweh Yoga.
Yeah, everyone from Yahweh Yoga. Thank you guys for making today possible. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.